What's up, YouTube? We are back for part 3 of the 3.2 story quest. We're gonna try to hit the 50% mark today. And hopefully maybe even a little past that, but we will definitely be finishing this quest by part 4 because I have to be done by then. So sit back, relax, and let's start. Sorry, I just had really sad Epic 7 pulls, and it made me sad. Because
it's still early.
My luck was good but bad, and it upset me.
Many things are more complicated.
How's audio, by the way? I probably need to up it because I had to lower it a lot for Epic 7. Talenton, scale of justice, punishing the unjust, balancing discord with law. Those who think they can evade judgment do not realize the scales measure all transgressions. Oh.
Divine body.
Dun, 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 dun. Run, Stell, run! Dun, dun, dun. It's time for the trial.
Into Lenten above, as the Theoros I have observed. Virtuous citizens of Akama, Finan Vides, Elysiae, and the Outlander are heading toward us.
Yeah. Oh, are we about to have a debate? Oh my god, look like they're getting ready for a Pokemon battle.
What happened here?
I know about the poisonous fangs of that king snake through the golden threads. In the past, I would be confident about keeping her in check, but I admit I am now unable to do so.
Whoa.
What do you mean?
It's
It
because
is
of
no longer about
Anaxa.
eloquence or arguments. I have been a demigod for far too long that I hardly have any humanity left. Before I realized it, I have become no different from these hypocrites, no longer capable of relating to the people. This has come a lot sooner than I expected. But perhaps it is time. I need you to
Should we be talking
step
about
up,
this in front of them?
Finan, in order for me to retreat behind the scenes.
Yes, this is my duty, but
It is far easier for the Council of Elders to fool many than just fool one person. Their so-called more support is no more than a ruse to distribute power using words instead of lances. There is no glory in winning this debate, but that makes having respect for humans so much more priceless. Finan, you are a Chrysos heir without flaw, capable of
flaw.
relating deeply with humans.
I appreciate what you've taught me, Aglaea. I hope we'll live up to your expectations and win this debate.
It's time to duel. Oh, why's she laughing like that?
Oh, you've done well, Lord Calictus. Let me take over and personally close this debate for today. Dearest counselors, let it be known that I sorely miss the blissful times portrayed in lyrical poems. Back then, Amphorius was home to
I don't like her.
1,000 cities, each with their own local faith, while gods walked the earth and shared close bonds with humans. Yet, in the present, people from all over are forced to leave their homeland to seek refuge in the holy city, where they hope to rest under Kefali's protection. All of us have long been in the same boat with no way out of this plight. We didn't have a choice in the past, but now the Council of Elders brings to the table a new possibility. All I have left is one question for you.
Yeah.
Would you rather strive toward the unheard of Era Nova, or return to the prosperous Era Chrysia of our past?
Girl, stop living in the past.
Choice. Now, which of the two would lead mortals to an ideal future?
How many How many instances in history have there been of people trying to recreate the past and it has never ended well? No hesitation. I stand by Era Nova. If it's possible to bring Era Crycia back. But how are we supposed to send Amphorius back to Era Crycia? Crycie?
We all know that Era Crycia is a thing
Oh,
of the
I was
past,
right.
Lady Kindness. Please, enlighten me. How does the Council of Elders plan to turn back time?
Yeah.
Let the 3 Titans of Calamity be born, and Era Crycia is nevermore. But bring demise to those Titans, and Era Crycia will descend upon us again.
Oh.
Know that the Council of Elders is never one to make empty promises. Look at who we have on our side. Anaxagoras, one of the Grove's 7 sages, and Castorice,
But I muted alerts. Thank you for some.
Idonia's goddess of death. With the help of these 2
And Axa, I
heroes,
can't wait for you
I
to
can
double cross
promise
her.
all of you,
And then also
that
double cross
Era
us.
Crycia will exist once more.
I can't wait for you to double cross everyone.
Aren't they Chrysos heirs? They're supporting the Council of Elders instead?
It's clear from the start that these heroes do not get along well in their group. All the more proof that Aglaea is unfit to speak on behalf of every Chrysos heir. I am in favor of Era Crycia.
Bro, these guys are just haters.
Era Crycia! Era Crycia!
Was that Finan's voice? Era Crycia! Oh, still looks so concerned.
Castorice? Why are you standing over there?
Aww.
You finally arrived, Naxa. So have you, Cass.
Oh.
Don't worry, Aglaea. Well, I know that you have
Oh
many
my god, he finally didn't call her
queries.
that woman.
Could you continue to converse like how the citizens normally do? Tell me, dear citizens, if we successfully retrieve and return Thanatos' core flame without anyone passing the Death Titan's trial, what would happen next?
The answer is simple. We will have a chance to rid the world of death and bring Amphorius back to an era when all beings live forever. We'll
I think
usher
that's
in a new
a
future
horrible idea.
that will be entirely different from the flame chase journey.
He's one of the 7
Like,
sages.
if people lived forever, is that not cause for overpopulation? And then can food supplies keep up with the amount of people that are being produced? Because if people keep on living forever, obviously they're gonna get older and they're gonna make more like children. Those children are gonna get older. Then we're gonna have an overpopulation crisis and not enough food to feed everyone. But then you can't die, so then everyone's just gonna be starving, and then they're gonna have a freaking horrible existence. So like, yeah, literally go to the low food. You know what? Bring Blade on the trial. Bring Blade, and he will tell you guys how immortality is a curse. He'd be like, please let me end it all, please. Wait, was that Thanos' argument?
Your proposal is
Minatos.
much too idealistic. As long as the Black Tide still exists, how can we go back to the old days?
Remember what I previously said? Kefali's core flame is guarded by the secret power of the Council of Elders. Plus, Fagusa's water curtain will be able to block out any external perceptions. Tell me, dear citizens, Have any of you ever seen even a glimpse of the threat that this person is talking about anywhere within the walls of this majestic holy city?
But this place will become the Flame Reaver's target sooner or later. Isn't this just survivorship bias?
If we eliminate
Don't ignore me.
death, then there's no need for us to fear that Flame Reaver.
Okay, and when
right?
your body's cut in half and you can't sew it back
Citizens,
together,
let's
but you have
loudly
consciousness,
sing the
come back
blessed
to me,
hymn.
lady.
Oh, beautiful old world, where are you now? Oh, legendary Eracrycia, return to the mortal realm.
After the destruction of the 3 Titans of Calamity, the Flame Chase journey will have to end.
The members of the Council of Elders are cheering in excitement.
It has to end! It has to end! It has to end!
This is bad. The masses are now totally riled up.
Anaxa, pray tell. Everything that you've mentioned hinges on the premise that we can find Thanatos' existence, right?
Thank you, Lady Aglaea, for still caring about this city. However, dear citizens, we are truly fortunate and blessed. For Castorice, Idonia's goddess of death, will surely find Thanatos under my guidance.
What?
With that, I solemnly promise that the core flame Lady Castorice brings back will be personally managed by the Council of Elders. Thereafter, if we are able to garner the support of all of you at the Citizens' Assembly, we shall spare no effort in ensuring that the Eracrycia will return to our world once again.
Bruh.
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. Buy carefully into Lenten above, as the Theoros I have observed. Akama has chosen her destiny. The issue up for discussion at this Citizens' Assembly shall be modified to the suspension of the Flame Chase journey. This resolution shall be put up on the Wall of Heroes, such that all citizens are aware of the city's way forward.
Objection? Okay, you know what? Maybe Flame Reaver should come and kill everyone. Since that's what they want so badly.
Dear Aglaea, what has caused your heart to soften? You also don't seem to be as quick-witted as before.
Wag your tongue as much as you like.
Wag your
Since the
tongue.
flame chase journey has been
I'm gonna start saying
preordained
that.
by the prophecy,
Wag
our
your
failure
tongue.
has never been on the cards.
Well then, I guess we'll find out if that's true at the Citizens' Assembly.
Is that not what this is? Lygus announces the conclusion of the debate, and the attendees part ways. Is this not the... were we not at the Citizens' Assembly? Because I see a bunch of citizens, and this looks like an assembly. Castorice, why would you, girl, why would you betray me? Anaxa, in your snatched little way. Is his waist smaller than Castorice's waist? One, two. Oh, I need a better measurement system. Hold on, we need to measure out whose waist is a little bit more snatched. Sorry, we're a little distracted here. I'm gonna use a mini me. Okay, he's about, I want to say he's like this sized Mina. He is slightly more snatched than Castorice. is slightly more snatched. That's crazy.
Well, it seems that when I sent you to look for Anaxa, I unintentionally facilitated your partnership
Oh,
with
Aglaea, I
Mistake.
feel so betrayed.
My apologies, everyone. I know that you have many questions to ask me. I will answer them to the best of my knowledge.
In that case, please tell us as much as you can.
What happened when you went to look for Anaxa?
In actuality, he showed me
A whole new world.
a past that was both long and heavy.
The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier. The answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Anaxa, you were in the Netherrealm?
Yes, I am but a living dead man now. But that's not important. What truly matters is, I overheard a conversation between heroes.
Between heroes. Oh, Cassie POV.
Have you heard of this tale before? A tale about the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown. It was a seaside town which enjoyed the ocean breeze and glorious, peaceful times.
Pretty art.
Thanks to the wisdom of its ruling queen.
Lexi, it's so like happy sounding.
Until one day, an evil dragon descended upon the town. Its wings were large enough to blot out the sun, while its claws were sharp enough to rip the waves apart.
You know what's kind of crazy about this art? You guys? So the dragon is getting rid of the black tide, yes? But why does the black tide look pixelated? As like it's getting deleted. Right? Do you guys see it? It literally looks pixelated. Like, there's no reason for it to be like this because the rest of the image is very much like flowy lines that don't insinuate it being like a program. Yeah. It looks pixelated in real space. Exactly. So it's almost like the black tide's a computer program that's like getting put into Amphorius. Like a virus. It's a simulation, question mark?
It barged into the tall tower and devoured the queen's beloved daughter. It even settled itself in her bedroom like a tyrant king. The queen assembled 300 warriors who managed to subdue the evil dragon by chaining it up. However, when the queen slit open the dragon's belly, she realized that the princess had long since been digested, and all that was left of her was a pile of bones. Devastated, the queen wept for several days.
Aww.
It was then that a devious,
Given Sparta with
smooth-talking
300.
scholar arrived at the palace and suggested that the princess could be revived through the use of dragon bone and dragon blood. That liar called this process the secret art of alchemy.
Oh?
The princess was reborn! The queen was overjoyed, blissfully unaware that the evil dragon's soul still lurked within the princess's body.
Oh.
As revenge, the evil dragon swallowed the poor queen, the glib liar, the courageous warriors, and all of the town's innocent civilians in a single gulp. Worse still, the souls of the deceased refused entry to the Netherrealm because they were filled with regret. Forced to roam the mortal realm, these resentful souls ultimately converged into a river of souls that would not retreat for a long time.
The River of Styx.
The terrifying death had consumed all. Thereafter, our hometown fell into ruin as well. Until...
Until?
Until?
Actually, I don't know what happened next either.
Oh, my...
Oh,
It
she's in a
seems that
wheelchair.
You still like to whet people's appetites even after all this time, Pelixia. So, according to your story, this is how I used to look? It's practically a mirror image. And yet, what exactly is this?
A miracle that I created with alchemy. As for what it is and how I was able to accomplish it, I'll keep the answers to myself for
Oh my
now.
god, Anaxa.
My goodness, is this cliffhanger really necessary?
Real, Cersei's. Real.
Quiet, Titan. Continue to enjoy this splendid play, and the truth will naturally reveal itself.
Dragon, huh? I've heard this legend before.
Yeah, dragging these nuts. Sorry.
In that case, what do you think of it?
I think that this so-called alchemy was a tenuous analogy added to the story by future generations.
Oh.
After all, you've never heard of a tradition of alchemy in your hometown before, have you?
Indeed. Before I left home to pursue my education, I never even knew that anybody was looking into this area of study.
Oh.
Therefore, we can just treat this tale as a fable told to young children.
A fable, you say? If so, what moral is it trying to impart to the kids?
I guess it might be the concept of equivalent exchange?
Oh? I thought the moral might be closer to something like honor the dead. What? At a loss for words?
Dude, Pelixia's so happy.
No, I merely realized that we're both thinking of the same principle. If life is priceless,
Fullmetal
then there is
Alchemist.
hardly
I never watched
anything else in this world that is of equal weight to it, right?
Indeed. As expected of the wisest scholar in the land.
You flatter me. Why don't I ask you a question as well, as a form of equivalent exchange?
Of course. What is your question?
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you, would you use it to resurrect someone you loved?
Ooh.
What? What kind of strange question is this? I got it. You're just trying to get me to tell you whether I like anyone, right?
Let's just leave it at that. That was rude of me.
Guys, I really like Calypso.
Yes, I would.
Oh?
Oh?
Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I'm certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good. If such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it without hesitation.
Oh.
After all, you, me, and the rest, Well, I'll have to face that fateful moment eventually.
Okay.
My time is finally here. However, perhaps because of my firm belief in the immeasurable value of life, I am unable to complete the trial.
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame.
Is that Cassie?
It is a pity that fate is such a cruel mistress.
Is there no other way of interpreting those words?
Gnaeus.
I'm afraid that the meaning is clear. Between my sister and me,
Oh.
one must pay the price. Our trial can only be completed when the one chosen sacrifices her life.
Oh.
I'm afraid that the prophecy might even have selected a pair of twins.
Because one twin is
For this
life and one is death, and
purpose.
together they are rebirth.
Fortune makes fools of us all.
My sister is prepared to sacrifice herself. And yet, I can't do the same. How absurd. My time is almost up, but I'm still afraid to welcome death. What should we do?
Oh, there's only one core flame left.
I'm
Yeah.
ultimately not able to make up my mind.
Since Chaos is willing to guide all of us and leave this trial to the end, there is still plenty of time for you to ponder.
That's right. Don't allow the fog of an uncertain future to cloud your mind.
Trial, prophecy, the topics that they're discussing seem familiar. But these three people must not have left their names in the epics. Otherwise, I would have some recollection of this.
Amphorius's history before the Titans were born was complete chaos. Is that not strange by itself? I have long held 3 hypotheses about this.
Okay.
However, let's continue watching for now.
Okay, guys. Hear me out. Hear me out. I'm about to put out a crack theory that I genuinely do not believe is true. But the concept of it, I feel could be very funny. The Titans are playing a Sims save file. And the Sims file got corrupted. Yeah, no, this is just a crack theory. This is just a crack theory. Like, this is not real, but like, I gave you that. I prefaced this with it's not a serious theory, okay? Like, Mina's on alchemy.
Calypso, Polixia, and this warrior. I seem to have met him somewhere before.
Gnaeus.
Regarding this matter, Gnaeus, are you confident that you'll complete your trial?
Of course. Though, I am worried about what will happen once I've emerged victorious.
Love that show.
Looks like you have made up your mind.
Yes, this is the safest course of action.
completely separating courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, and reason. You really know how to make things difficult.
Please, young lady, witness my fall and demise. Lady Calypso, you shall host the soul-rending ceremony.
I do not understand. Why would you dare to sacrifice yourself for a future that you won't get to witness?
Because this is our destiny. The power that resides within me is so intense that I will one day be engulfed by it. Furthermore, a valorous death before glorious return has always been the path I chose to walk. A journey I began long ago. If your sister or Chaos were in my position, I believe they would make the same choice as well.
The same. I want him to read me a bedtime story.
I'm not that brave. I don't know how I'm supposed to face such a serious affair.
Despite being Death's chosen one, it seems you still don't know how to face it. Let's chat, young lady. Perhaps I shouldn't end my journey so hastily. Since there's still time, I'm not worried about letting fate wait a little longer.
Of course. This warrior is Lord Gnaeus.
Oh, she remembers.
As the embodiment of Nikador's divinity, he entrusted his life to us and allowed humankind to end his madness. That means that what I'm currently seeing before my eyes is, in fact...
Looks like one hypothesis of mine has already been proven true. These heroes are the true forms of the Titans, before they attained their divinity. If so, the chosen one of death that he speaks of is actually...
Polixia? Is the previous form of Thanatos? But her appearance...
If this is true, as long as we can find out where she went, we'll naturally be able to figure out the location of the Death Titan.
What if she's like in Castorice's heart?
But before that, we first need to witness what ultimately happened to Lord Gnaeus.
Hymn of the Dawn.
Nikador's courage is a testament that they have never once retreated from a battle.
I've heard that these words are still engraved in Castrum Kremnos even today. It didn't occur to me that they were actually part of an alchemical formula.
An alchemical formula?
Sealed within this statue is undoubtedly his sacrifice.
They use their own body as our city walls, keeping out and protecting us from the pervasive spread of madness. They are acutely aware that if the end times were to arrive, there would be nothing left in this world to conquer.
Nothing left in this world to conquer. Oh no, I meant to go to the one over there! No!
Courage, tenacity, sacrifice.
Sorry.
And finally,
Bricked run, I didn't get to see all the lore.
the only thing that remains is reason.
Cheer up, young lady. There is no need to shed tears over a glorious death.
All farewells in this world are sorrowful, Lord Gnaeus.
No, young lady. As a warrior, I have witnessed too many bitter deaths. But now, all I feel is peace. I did not know until this moment that mortals could live their lives in such a way.
Although only a sliver of your soul remains, you remain so optimistic. Or maybe the truth is that you aren't able to feel sorrow anymore.
Aww.
To be honest, I don't know either. But I am certain of one thing. This is not an acceptance of death nor apathy toward it. It's not even a feeling of despair.
Despair?
I am just enjoying what remains of my life
Bro,
to the fullest.
I love Gnaeus.
Enjoying?
Indeed. Along this journey that we've taken together, not only have I changed the world, I myself have also changed in the process. And now I have reached the journey's end. When I look back and see the grand epic that I've personally written, how could I not revel in that fact?
But when you depart the mortal realm, won't all of your accomplishments be reduced to nothing? Separation and death are two sides of the same coin. Reconciling this doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Finally, let me recount to you a story of mine, young lady. The first time I returned from the battlefield, I felt extremely hollow. The calamity had devoured everybody on the battlefield but me.
Hello?
When I returned to the city alone, the citizens held a banquet for me that was far from pleasant. I felt as though I was still on the battlefield, and the person who had returned was nothing but an empty shell. It was late into the night by the time the banquet ended. My head still reeling, I returned alone to the barracks. On the way back, I encountered someone.
Oh?
It was a crazed scholar looking at the night sky and muttering to himself by the side of the road. Although I tripped over him and fell, I wasn't angry in the slightest. And maybe because I saw myself in him, I inexplicably asked him a question. Do you think that it'd be better if we just died on the roadside like a couple of stray dogs? To my surprise, he shrugged his shoulders and sighed.
How does someone who is currently experiencing death, dying and living, afford the same amount of bliss? Now please go away and don't block my starlight.
Are you trying to say that there is no difference between living and dying? For they are both journeys that lead toward death?
That's exactly what life is, and death is, but a scale to measure how valuable the journey was. Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust. Therefore, young lady, don't detest your fate. Instead, willingly and respectfully embrace it.
The embodiment of strife telling me about the majesty of the world.
Indeed. I believe that when the fated moment eventually arrives, you will be able to understand my words.
Guys, I'm not sleeping. I was
It is
reading a
time
message
for
on
me
my
to
phone
knock
real
on
quick.
Death's door. I will set up a long table at the end of the road and humbly await your arrival. When that moment finally comes, let us drink and be merry then.
Let us drink and be merry then.
I knew this day would eventually come.
both of you ready?
Oh,
Alexia,
the twin.
I'm here.
It's Castorice. Like, Castorice.
What?
Did she get, like, reverted to baby?
This is quite interesting indeed.
Wait, did her sister sacrifice herself then?
Alexia's sister? Is it me? Now, it's time for us to fulfill our promises.
I think her sister's gonna sacrifice herself first.
Are you afraid?
And Castorice is gonna try to reverse it. Okay, I have a game theory. My game theory: the sister's gonna sacrifice herself before Castorice has a chance to sacrifice herself, and then in like the desperation, just watch it. No, I'm gonna make my theory. So if I'm right, I can say ha, and if I'm wrong, oh well. And so, sister's gonna sacrifice herself first. Castorice is going to be upset, obviously. And then she's gonna do what the story said, essentially, use alchemy. And then she's gonna try to bring her sister back, but it's not gonna work 100% because it never works. And her sister's gonna turn into the dragon. And then the price that she had to pay is probably to become a baby. That's my game theory. And that's where they found her. And then she had to like start killing everyone because she's been alive for like thousands of years. Okay, now you can watch.
What are you afraid of?
You guys, I'm not afraid to be wrong.
That I
Yes, like rebirth.
won't be able to do it. You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the
mentioned.
dead flame. As foretold in the prophecy, and according to our vows, once it all ends, we must face our fated moment head-on.
Head-on.
Even if it was prophesied, do we have no say in the matter? It's so unfair. Why are we the only ones who are forced into mutual destruction?
Destruction.
Let me do it, sister. Let me be death's sacrifice. I was never long for this world anyway. But you're different.
Aww.
I was the one who wasted your life after all.
What does she mean by that?
You're wrong, Polixia. I don't think that my life was wasted. Just the opposite. When I finally arrived at this destination and looked back at the journey I took, I discovered that flowers had long since bloomed along the path I walked. It was you who sowed the seeds for this sea of flowers, one that is more beautiful than the promised land at the end of the world. Besides, I have lived a fulfilling life. Even though I was fated for sacrifice, none of the things that I've experienced will dissipate. Instead, they'll forever live on as memories inside your head. Will they not? How could my memories of you ever compare to the actual you? Well then, tell me. What exactly are we?
Only human.
I don't know either. But regardless of what the answer is, regardless of how we're shaped by others, or even by this world, ever since we were born, the fact that we existed was predestined, and nothing could erase it. This is why I will always, always be by your side. We're twins, after all.
Oh, Polixia.
All right, my dear Polixia. It's time to extract my heart and light the flame of death. After that, use it to plant the first bud in the prophesied new world.
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you, would you use it to resurrect someone you loved?
Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I am certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good. If such a mighty power really existed, I think...
Oh no.
I would use it without hesitation.
Oh no.
Even now, my answer remains the same. This is why, sister, I promise you, in the prophesied new world, I shall plant the first bud on your behalf. Go now. Return to the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown. I shall open wide the entrance to the Netherrealm and grant you a second life. The living beings on this earth shall respond to my call and lead you to the sacred daylight. Remember, do not look back on the land of the dead, and do not stop moving. In the new world promised by the prophecy, march toward your new life.
So she brought her sister
As for the price
back,
of our
essentially.
equivalent exchange, let me be the one to pay it.
Okay, it's my theory, but in reverse. Kind of.
Everybody, we've come to the end. Unfortunately, I am not compatible with the Supreme Being, so I was unable to completely fuse their soul into my own body. However, being able to glean all this from them is exciting enough. I'm certain of this now. Before the Titans that we are well acquainted with were born, a group of heroes roamed the land. These heroes followed a prophecy and took possession of divine authorities one by one, until they eventually became the pantheon of the new world. Just like the flame chase journey of today, Amphorius's history is cyclical in nature.
Cyclical.
What a startling revelation. This means that the demigods, who bear the core flames, will also become the new Titans at the world's end, thereby shaping a new world?
I believe that this is the truth behind the Era Nova, as mentioned in the prophecy.
This is utterly unbelievable. Besides, those twins in the past, even if they really are Thanatos, their whereabouts are still unknown even today.
Are their whereabouts truly unknown? Didn't Polixia mention that seaside town? The birthplace of alchemy and the tale of the dragon. In our world, there exists a city which perfectly matches that description. Styxia.
But the people there worship Vagusa and bear no
Wait, guys,
relation
give me
to
1 second.
Thanatos. I have also never been to that place, as in the time of Idonia, it had long turned into underwater ruins.
Sorry, I needed a cough drop. My throat's hurting me. All right.
Take this.
This is...
The Newsporist masterpiece. The Philosopher's Stone. It was made by transmuting all of the sages' wisdom into a single entity, with their flesh and blood as its foundation. Remember? I've mentioned before that the art of alchemy is all about conversion, tempering, and ascension. This process also applies to the pursuit of truth. Regardless of how unbelievable this sounds, the truths of the world have been refined from the impurities. Think about the story.
So many
of the
Full Metal
dragon.
Alchemist references, and I've
This
never
stone
watched
will
it, so I
lead
feel like
you
I'm
to
missing
your
out.
real hometown, allowing you to reform the door to the Netherrealm and discover Thanatos' fate.
You still look as confident in your victory as ever. But what if your conjecture is wrong?
Simple. I shall merely admit to the entire world that my experiment was a failure.
Oh my god, we
However,
love a king who can
my
accept
line of thinking
when he
will
was
not
wrong.
fail, because I have already planted the seeds
Oh.
of doubt into the hearts of the masses.
Never mind.
Actions speak louder than words, Castorice. With the assembly about to begin, don't forget the promise you've made.
I've already searched for so long. I'm willing to try one more time. While we converse, her life is also slowly slipping away. But before I leave, I have another question. What exactly did we witness just now?
The will of the weak.
That was the world imprinted in Kefali's soul.
Oh.
If we are to prove its existence, you must take the final step. Go. Do not disappoint me.
Do not
I
disappoint
understand.
me. I do like how
Hey,
Anaxa
child
talks
of
to Castorice, though.
humanity.
It's very, like, mentor-y.
Don't get antsy. I still remember the question you posed to me. As a scholar, I do not wish to offer up ambiguous conclusions. Let's discuss this topic again when she manages to find the evidence.
I merely wanted to ask, was that stone transmuted from your heart?
Oh?
If so, rebirth is no longer an option for you.
No.
Why not? When I was a child, I lost someone dear to me. When I was a teenager, I lost my faith. A while back, although you saved my life, I also lost my soul in the process. Now I'm merely forsaking my body.
King, do you ever win?
What's the big deal?
Why are you always finding ways to die? Isn't it good to be alive?
This is but a necessary sacrifice on my path to transform into the purest of them all.
Can someone who's dead even claim to be the purest of them all? Furthermore, if your hypothesis is proven correct, does it not just confirm that the myths are true, and thereby invalidate all your theories?
No, it's just the opposite. If my hypothesis is correct, it means that I can actually ascend to godhood and reshape this absurd world that you all have created.
Back to the Trailblazer. What's up with like
That's a lot to take in at once.
Finan? You're so right. What is up with Honkai Star Rail and emotionally unavailable skinny legend men who gamble their life? Because like if I had a nickel for every time it happened, I would have 2 nickels, which like isn't a lot, but it's quite interesting that it's happened twice, you know?
Lady Aglaea, please, let me explain.
Go on.
You know that the core flame of death has always been the greatest unknown regarding the Era Nova, which is why both you and Cainus desire to gain the power to control that core flame in the approaching Citizens' Assembly. Professor Anaxa has come to a consensus with Cainus. They want to suspend the trial once Thanatos' core flame is reclaimed, hoping thus to eradicate death from this world. If they're successful, then the flame chase journey will cease, and Akama can enjoy everlasting peace. But I know this runs counter to your wishes. So long as we do not usher in Era Nova, the Black Tide will never be eradicated. Even with Lord Mighty on the front line, and the Black Tide not posing an immediate risk, the danger nevertheless remains. Honestly, it's difficult for me to assess the pros and cons in this decision. But someone must bring the core flame before we can begin negotiations over it. The Titan could be very near. I cannot let this chance slip by. Besides, someone has to make this trip to bring back Mrs. Soul.
Well said. You already had
Need our
every
soul
reason
back.
to seek an audience with Thanatos. It's that great performer who has weaponized your wishes and placed us in this difficult situation. A world without death. Do you desire that too?
I feel like it's more complicated.
If fate dictates that my path must oppose yours, I will do all I can to resist it and protect what I aspire to achieve.
So like I don't think Castorice inherently is against death as a concept. I think she would like to touch people without them dying. I think that would probably be really nice for her. You know? But like I would hope that she understands that like death is just kind of needed for the cycle of life. But yeah, like I too, if I was in her shoes, would like to like be able to have physical contact with someone without them dying. Like that'd be nice. You know?
Lord Mighty showed me that without taking the first step, all talk of what follows is moot.
Castorice, you've changed. Unsure what to say, but offer a smile. Have mercy, Aglaea. Stay your threads. Castorice, you've changed.
I have always hoped to hear you speak your mind, Cass. And I am glad to have heard your true thoughts.
Aw, Aglaea.
Styxia. I visited that place in the past.
I meant like the youth changes in like, wow, you seem stronger. I didn't mean it in a negative way.
It's not hard to see its former splendor. Go. I will not stand in your way. As for you, you are someone who has cheated death. I believe you have more than enough reason to make the trip with Castorice and meet the god of death himself. Castorice, I too look forward to your journey. I wonder what kinds of new interpretations your completed story will bring to the Flame Chase journey.
Thank you. Lady Aglaea.
I hate to put a damper on this heartwarming moment, but if Styxia is now an island surrounded by the River of Souls torrents, then how do we find a way in? Lady Trebe is probably...
The answer is quite simple.
We walk.
In the myths, Zagreus once made the domain of the dead their treasure vault.
Oh?
That is to say, they could enter and leave the nether realm as they pleased. And if they could do that, then it follows that the demigod who inherited their divinity must be capable of the same.
Oh my god, it's Pardo time.
I'll see you at Memorial Palace at Action Hour tomorrow. Cipher shall be your guide to finding that ancient city.
The tumultuous day has finally come to an end. Everyone disperses, each lost in their own thought. Where did this come from? Thank you, whoever gave me shards.
Nice.
No longer free to play. Yeah. No longer free to play.
Hey, friend! Is the debate finally over? Did you win?
It's so weird to not hear her say, win? The upper hand is ours, we thrashed them. We're tied with the Council of Elders. We managed to win ourselves a glorious defeat.
Won a glorious defeat? You sure know how to look on the bright side. Well, moving on. I was hard at work even while you were at the debate.
Oh, what were you doing, girly
I
pop?
borrowed a mountain of books from Cass to see if I could find a way to solve your problem. Let's see. I still have... only 32 books to go.
Okay, hear me out, ma'am. Audiobook it. ×3 speed, you'll get through it in like an hour. It's okay, ma'am, we found a way.
Really? Oh, that's fantastic news. I knew it. Hard work always pays off. Especially if you're as diligent as ma'am. I feel like a huge burden has finally been lifted off my shoulders.
I like Mem's voice, though. I think it's very pleasant to, like, listen to.
Why are my eyelids so heavy all of a sudden?
There's nothing more we can do for now. Let's get some rest.
Oh, you're right. Then I'll go back to...
As was their custom, Mem with astonishing dexterity slips back into the secret little hideaway. Good night, Mem. Good night, Akuma. Stell has not a single thought in her brain. There is not a single thought happening there. Later, somewhere in Akuma.
Aww. What a surprise.
Lady Trebe.
There's also not a thought happening in this brain.
Troubling you?
I just wanted to speak to Lady Trian for a bit before I set off. No matter how breathtakingly beautiful Styxia once was, the place is now the domain of the departed.
Does she weep for the departed, though?
There is no telling what we'll encounter there. I don't want to have any regrets.
Has anyone told you that your eyes are sparkling today?
Is that a figure of speech?
In the past,
when you did smile once in a while, all of us could see that your heart remained troubled, even as you smiled.
Lady Treeby, you know perfectly well that see you tomorrow is nothing but a white lie.
See you tomorrow.
I hope your toughness is not a mask hiding a lonely heart.
Cass, you hardly ever talked of your past. None of us knows what you went through, apart from Maggie. But we know it must have been filled with pain and hardships, as it is the fate every Chrysos heir is destined to live out. We are just happy for you that the core flame you're meant to inherit has finally surfaced.
Isn't it a little too soon to say that?
But you already know where tomorrow is, don't you? There's no need to rely on anyone else. Just give it your all and leave no regrets. We have always believed that your embrace is just as warm as everyone else's. Because we embrace others to comfort them. And Cass, you're the kindest Chrysos heir we know.
Thank you, Lady Treeby. This feeling... it's hard to put into words.
My heart.
I suddenly found myself with so many wishes. So much I want to accomplish before setting off.
Then go do it, Cass. Trian was actually working on a surprise gift for you. It's a pity she didn't get to finish it. But now Trinan and I are working on it. And we'll make sure to give it to you.
Girlie, can we not summon death flags?
Let's meet back here when you return from Styxia.
Can we? No, Tribby.
Travels. See you tomorrow.
Tribby. Well, you just put a flag on her. Or like 4. I can't sleep. Who could it be? Who's giving me shards? Hello?
It's me.
Hey. Hey, girly pop.
I hope I didn't wake you.
Is it another mission from Aglaea? Sleep is a luxury when you're at my age. Bro, real and true. Real and true. Y'all, for YouTube gang, I'm turning 30 this year.
I'm glad to see you're as full of life as ever. I'm here because of private matters, actually. If it isn't too much to ask, I'd really like it if you could come along with me to retrieve something.
And as expected, manual labor. Wow. I feel so sleepy all of a sudden.
Is your soul...
I was just kidding. My will has become one with the universe. Goodbye.
Huh? But I can still sense your soul here. Ah, sorry. I didn't realize it was a joke. It isn't a long way from here. Shall we?
She's like, wow, I didn't realize that was a joke. Because you're not funny. Anyways, like...
I'd love to go in and take a look. Have you
Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster.
Faith can dispel the black tide.
Dun, dun. What if she like accidentally bumps into someone? Will they die?
The streets are packed. It seems the vote to pause the flame chase journey has begun.
I want to vote! Tell me how I can vote!
Take your ceramic shard engraved with the Kefali rune, select the Council of Elders in your heart, and pray silently until the shard registers your choice. Then toss it into the Dolium.
the Council of Elders. More like the Council of Buffoons. The Black Tide took my hometown long ago. Or are they kidding with bringing back Eracrycia? It's all a sham to create their own Eracrycia in Akama.
Council of Buffoons. Love that. I love that.
The Titans are just. So long as we do not overstep our bounds again,
That's so funny.
we will not incur divine wrath.
Oh, please. The time when these deranged Titans should have vacated their spot to the demigods is long overdue. You'll see soon enough, you old fogey.
And I pray that
do you call her?
Talantans smack some sense into you with their scales. We shall see how this turns out.
That was quite a spectacle.
I like this guy. He's funny. Yeah, watching people squabble is kind of fun. Real.
You're interested in that?
We love a good debate.
Well, you'll feel right at home in Akama then. To this day, I still find it almost unreal that Akama is the only place illuminated by light amidst the crumbling ruins of Amphorius. And its people are even holding votes to reconcile differing opinions. This peaceful sight is making me forget that this is the end times.
Dun, 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 dun. This is what the flame chase journey is all about. Shouldn't you have gotten used to it by now? You look very confused. She looks the exact same that she always did.
Before coming here, I had lived for many years in Idonia.
Stell looks so
a city
sad.
of rime and frost. The people there were devotees of Thanatos.
Oh, guys, I hit my mic by
were
accident.
well known
I think
for
that's why
their
it crackled.
unique burial rites and traditions. Traditions that I played a major role
It's still
in.
bad. Okay, is this better? Okay. Because of the curse on you.
Yes. You now know me as the Mortician of Akama. But back in those days, I was Idonia's Maiden of War. I was trudging across the frosty plains on my own when the Idonians found me. They saw the curse in me as a blessing from Thanatos, and believed that my hands could correct the Eracrycia's mistake and lead them to meet the great god of death.
Great god of death.
They provided me shelter, but in return, I was expected to grant merciful deaths to war captives, prisoners bound for execution, and heroes alike.
Is that some sort of end-of-life care? Isn't that just an executioner?
Yes.
Aww.
No matter how
His
kind
baby.
or cruel the means, nothing can change the essence of death. Taking away someone's life is never worthy of religious worship.
What, reading a flashback?
I can't do it!
Oh, baby!
Their voices.
The voices!
They pierce my ears. The pleading. The thanks.
Ah, I know that feeling, child. I was once as lost as you are now.
Oh, God.
But you must respect those walking towards death. Just like how you should respect yourself as the Holy Maiden granting humans glory and liberation.
I'm gonna have trust issues with NPCs with
What
this
you're
model.
asking me to do is no better than the task of an executioner. And yet you want me to respect myself. No matter the titles, I am still taking away human lives.
This won't be the first time that Edonia's fanatical nether warriors have faced death. On the contrary, recruits new to the battlefield often run away from their first fight. Death is the mightiest and gravest power in this world. The fact that you can wield it means you are deserving of respect.
That's such a twisted reason.
Then let me tell you a story. In Idonia, the great swords commonly used by executioners are called Draconian, in memory of Drakon, an elderly executioner. The sword has
Draconian.
3 air holes along its body.
Isn't like the clan?
If
in
the
Game of
sword
Thrones?
is swung down swiftly and accurately, the holes would make no sound, and the executed would also depart this world quickly and painlessly. But should the executioner have any hesitation, the holes would produce a piercing whistle. On that cue, the screams of the executed are sure to follow. Every executioner after Drakon is to hone their sword skills every day in preparation of future executions. Every swing of their blade must be more resolute than the last, for failing to do so will bring pain.
Bruh.
Pain for the dying, as well as pain for themselves.
No. I can never get used to this.
You misunderstand, child. I am
Dude,
not
why do
telling
all
you
of these
to get
NPCs
used
sound
to it.
so evil?
I'm asking you to consider the source of the dead's suffering and use that knowledge to fortify your future touches with more and more determination. Go, walk with the dead and love them as you love life. Then you'll no longer hear those noises.
Noises.
Please, don't kill me.
Oh.
I don't want to die.
Oh god. We got red text. It's been a minute since I've seen proper red text. No, I can't do it.
This is your duty. Remember, consider the source of the dead's suffering, then give them the respect they deserve.
No, I don't want to do it.
Thank you. I beg you, don't listen to her.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I can't.
If you cannot learn to accept death, then Idonia has no place for you. This is your last chance. Do it.
No, please, I don't want to die. Please, I'm begging you.
No, I have no choice.
No.
You gently touch the prisoner's forehead with your finger. His face is pale, his eyes flicker with fear, and his body trembles uncontrollably. Is it because of fear, anger, and hatred, or is your so-called merciful touch of death simply a lie? The dark purple mottles spread like a petals across the death row inmate's face, then seemed to be submerged by spring water, flooding his body. His trembling ceased, and the cries that had once begged for mercy slowly turned into silent whimpers. Quickly, everything falls into a dead silence, turning into pitch black dew that scatters with the wind. You hear your own heartbeat drown out the sound of heavy breathing.
May you gain some insights through his sacrifice.
Like maybe her first Like the first like time should have been someone who was like ready to die, you know?
Come with me.
I don't want to go with you.
This is just the beginning of your life as the Maiden of War.
You executioner!
Who's doing this? Hello? Ooh. Ooh. Oh no, are these people we've killed? Oh my god. Does she always walk like this around? Is this normal for her? No? Okay.
Holy maiden.
Go.
Oh
Grant
no.
her glorious death.
Bestow with honor. No. Oh.
Thank you.
Oh.
Do it then, executioner.
You heard him.
Oh.
I curse you to live in eternal pain.
Oh.
Please. Grant me release.
Oh.
You know what to do.
Gift with slumber.
When will this ever end?
She's had to kill so many people. This freaking elder.
Come. Fulfill your duty.
Wait, I have to kill her? I won't touch you.
What are you trying to do with me?
I have aged. The time has come for me to heed the summons of Thanatos and journey to their domain.
Oh.
The final resting place of every Idonian.
You're not that old yet. You still have many, many years ahead of you.
No. I'm already dead. For I have come to fear my declining health and impending death. Ah, Castorice. Will you give me one last chance to charge towards fear and prove that I am no coward?
No coward.
I can't take this anymore.
This poor girl.
Child, it was I who brought you here from the frosty plains and set your farcical fate in motion. It was also I, Chief Executioner of Idonia, who forced the heavy duty of executing others onto you. I've always known that you have doubts and even anger about my faith. and about me.
I never had a choice.
Indeed. We essentially abducted you. Yet you can end any sinful life with just a touch of your fingers.
I mean,
shouldn't it be
she's not wrong.
easy for you to escape from here?
I'll never do that.
It's because I feel like inherently
it doesn't matter how lightly the Idonians take death,
Castorice
or how
is
readily they
yearning
accept it.
for a place to belong.
I simply can't do it.
I knew I was right about you.
What do you mean?
I've taught you and cared for you as my own daughter all this time because of this blessing that's been with you since your birth. I know.
Yeah, imagine them discovering the blessing or the curse, basically.
The weight of life.
The first person to find her picked her up and then died.
You do. In the eyes of an Idonian, death is the end of all life. A destination we will all eventually reach. Humans should not resist it, but learn how to face it. You can only live your life to the fullest after understanding this principle. And when you do, even if you eventually leave Idonia's protection, even if you must carry the curse forever, you can live with your head held high, like everyone else.
No! How can I?
Come now. It's time. I've already taught you all that I know. Show me that you are a fitting holy maiden. Or at least, that you possess the resolve to become one. Come now. It's time. I've already taught you all that I know.
Oh no,
Show me that
Tuskwar's
you
already dead.
are a fitting holy maiden. Or at least, that you possess the resolve to become one.
Emerge from your cocoon.
Whoa!
Bloom.
I need to get the dragon thingy back, right? Oh no, it's gonna blow up.
May death protect us!
Oh!
This was the last time I followed her command. I gently touched the elderly woman before me.
Oh, Cassie. Oh, baby.
The executioner, who had seen too much death, died the same way as everyone else. I gasped for air, a wistful look in her eyes, and a barely perceptible tremor in her fingertips. Elder Amunet, the person who tried to teach me about death, ultimately vanished like dew in the morning mist. She spent her life embodying the beliefs of the Idonians, And when death finally came, she embraced it exactly as their doctrine had taught. I have nothing but respect for her. I erected a cenotaph in her honor in the marshes outside Idonia's city walls with the others I had laid to rest. Then, I set out once more in search of Thanatos. It was a long, long journey. I heard so many discussions about death along the way. Life finds meaning in death. The world improves because there is an end. It seems the most terrible darkness in this world. Everyone talks about its heavy weight. Some resist it, some worship it, and some even revere it. How did a disappeared titan become the deepest fear of humankind? And why do they haunt my dreams? I continued my travels to seek an answer. Initially, I was running away. Then, I started searching for it. And now, at the end, I just want to know if my touch, if my embrace, can do more than taking things away. Can I make anything? Can I leave anything behind?
I don't want to die.
Oh.
Fucking you just let me go.
Oh, the animated
I
short.
don't want mercy like this. Just
They added it in the game.
I don't.
Oh shit. Okay, I love this. Next time, don't post it on YouTube first, please.
I hate these icy hands.
I don't want to skip it. This is a beautiful animation. I still think her head looks huge here. I do think it's really good that they're finally adding this kind of stuff in-game, though. Because not everyone goes to external sites to get lore on characters. So I think this is a great choice and a great decision. I just wish, for those of us that do look at external sites,
Get it over with. End its suffering.
that they didn't post it first and like posted it after the patch went live.
The Reaper has blessed your hands. Only you can grant them peace.
Aww. With the context too. They said that in the future they'd add some animations to the game first. Oh, that's great. Oh, baby. This is hidden hard with context, though.
Embrace death. Walk alongside it.
Bro, she wants to experience girlhood. Oh, the sticks. Stixia. everywhere for him.
Is that you, Castorice?
Oh.
All of them have gone, heeding death's summon, crossing into their domain. I must go too. I don't fear it, just I have some regrets. Watching people leave this world again and again, it must be lonely for you. You must want to desperately embrace them before they go.
I can't. These hands, they're too cold.
Oh.
But Big Sister Castorice, your hands are so warm. Just like anyone else's. So go on. Don't hold back.
Aww.
Give me a warm hug.
Life she wished she had.
Can hands like these really be warm? On the day that Ornyx's trial ended,
Bruh.
you must have had many questions.
That hits with context.
I felt just as confused. Why, as someone from beyond the sky, were you so cruelly dragged into Amphorius's fate? I wished I could take action, but no matter how hard I try, I cannot simply interact with the living as ordinary people do.
One does not simply walk into Mordor.
Even when we brushed against each other unintentionally in the grove. And it was obvious that nothing had happened. When an almost unattainable hope finally welled up in my heart. When I thought that perhaps my touch would no longer bring sorrow. Fate declared to me, it wasn't that the curse of death had finally been lifted, but that your soul no longer belonged to this world. And there was nothing left for my hands to take. Nothing. And did I really think this time would be any different? It's not that I don't understand this reality, just that I'm unwilling to accept it. Having walked such a long road, I am still unable to find the answer to life and death. I am resigned to eternal despair. Anything I wish to hold on to, death will inevitably wrest from my grasp. From that moment on, I lacked the courage to confirm it again. Until Ornyx laid bare the cruel truth before us. But now, perhaps I might have one last chance. Long ago, Trinan read a prophecy to me. At the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation. I found no surprise in it, for her words sounded not like a foretelling, but a perfect reflection of my past. Embraces in this world are born of reunions, yet my touch speaks only of farewells. In that moment, I had no doubt that this destiny would weave itself through the entirety of my life. And yet, things have taken a turn for the better. Now that I can finally have an audience with Thanatos, perhaps I can rewrite the meaning of that fated prophecy. I have no reason not to give it my all. For your sake, and for my own.
Thank you for telling me your thoughts.
With that, I won't have any regrets.
Castorice talks to you about the gifts she gave to the other Chrysos heirs, and before you know it, she arrives at your gift.
Let's put that aside for the moment. We've arrived. I want to retrieve a small gift I specially prepared for you. I made it myself, like the trinket I gave Lady Trian. I want to leave something for everyone, if possible.
Girlie, you're making a lot of death flags for yourself.
The journey to seek an audience with the Death Titan cannot be an easy one. I want to make full use of every moment I have before we depart, so that I don't have any regrets.
Is it a brooch with my face on it? That sounds kind of ominous.
Then perhaps you can have a look at it first. You don't have to take it if you don't like it.
No, I'll accept it. It's rude to deny a gift.
Look, it's right there.
But where is it?
Huh? Where did it go? What's going on?
Looks like someone left something behind. I hope the gift wasn't expensive. Did you get into trouble with some phantom thief? Thief? Do I hear some meowing?
I am not some corrupt grown-up. What's this? The coin of Zagreus and a slate. So it's her.
Holy moly, a kitty thief!
No doubt about it. This is her favorite symbol. It's a Lady Cipher, the demigod of Zagreus,
guys, it's time for
Lady
Pardo.
Aglaea had spoken of. She's a master thief who's left legendary tales all over Amphorius. So many years have passed, yet she's still announcing herself in such a crass
She's
manner.
not amused.
Let's just do as the slate says and look for Lady Cipher.
Who is giving me shards? Who's giving me shards? Thank you, but who's giving me shards? Dear Princess Homebody, Walking through the busy garden, I discovered the remarkable gifts crafted by Princess Homebody. They are truly splendid, and I am most impressed. I am also taken with your charming presence prepared for the fellow Chrysos heirs. In your right parlor, I observed the beautiful felt dolls, and beige and lavender striped tapestries, the classic Idonian tripod table, and in the left parlor, the jewel and exquisite art pizzas meant as gifts. This time, I've claimed only this modest gift. I fear it would attract tasteless little thieves, so I shall safeguard it for now. Naturally, I've left appropriate payment, a single coin. If the price displeases you, feel free to negotiate its return. Though, should that happen, I won't be satisfied with merely one coin. Is that not a scam? Should you wish to find me, visit the Memorial Market. There lies a golden short spear I've left. You know what to do. It shall guide you to me. And before you ask, I won't accept any questions. Please forgive this small intrusion and accept my highest regards. P.S. Who displays biological specimens at home? They're quite unsettling. You might want to store them away when entertaining guests. P.S. Despite your considerable investment in the Idonian ossuary hanging in your parlor, I regret to inform you it's a fake. The original was craftily switched by those cunning scholars of the Grove of Epiphany. The full story can be found in the yet unpublished memoirs of Cipher. Sincerely, the Kitty Phantom Thief. To retrieve the gift and teach Kitty Phantom Thief a lesson, you head to the market and find the short spear she left behind.
Look, it's right there.
Golden short spear mentioned in the thief's letter.
There seems to be a new show at the bats today.
We must pursue her.
You gotta go fast. Gotta go faster.
Huh? This is a trick she left for us.
Cassie is having none of this. Clearly, Kitty Phantom Thief wants to play a little game with you. 2 short spears, one correct, one wrong. Let me check the hint on the scroll. 2 golden short spears. Only the golden short spear engraved with the truth can lead you to Kitty Phantom Thief. Oh my god, this is like the box puzzle I did. Inspect the left golden spear. The left spear is engraved with the words, "Don't be fooled." The right spear is engraved with lies. The right spear is engraved with the words, "Trust me, Grey Master." Both spears are engraved with the truth. Okay, so one of them has to be a lie, and I think the right spear is the lie. And that means the left spear has to be the truth. What does the left one say again? Yeah, so that one's the truth. So you gotta go with the left one. The words on the scroll should be true. So which short spear do you want to repair? The left.
Ugh, she's incorrigible. Follow me.
I was right. Oi.
This is how it should be. We must pursue
This is how
her.
it should be. No, you were left. Dun, dun. Cipher, if this Droma truly is her, appears to be quite content. Her gaze filled with 3 parts sincerity, 3 parts approval, and 3 parts triumph. And 3 parts, haha, Grey Mystery. You've lost if you take this seriously. Hi, Cipher. I see, so Droma's is a cat. Cipher, you're huge. She seems to be saying, right, oh, no, yeah, yes. After a moment of inner conflict, she reaches a definitive conclusion. The Droma's is indeed a cat.
Lady Cipher, please come on out.
Castorice, you can't just tell people to come out before they're ready.
You're still careless as ever. Shouldn't you keep such a precious gift near your bosom?
Since you know it's a gift for someone else, please give it back to me. Stop hiding among the people and letting the wind carry your voice.
Now, since I know it's a gift,
I love her
that just means
voice.
I need to milk its worth. The children of the wind never stay for long in one place. Unless your offer is tempting enough to still the wind. What say you?
Name your price. I'll give you however much you want.
Huh? If you don't want the money, I'd gladly it off your hands.
I'm sorry. Bargaining is really not my forte.
No wonder they call you Princess Homebody. Why don't you two come over to my place? It'll make a better venue for proper business discussions. You can find where I live through the winds I've sown. Right.
Piece of cake. I can do that even if I can only sense your soul.
All right, I'll see you there. By the way, everyone cool with me collecting a deposit before we reach an agreement, right? Now, come this way.
What a rat. Actually, what a cat. Not black screen, red text.
Ugh, she's incorrigible. Follow me.
Dear Princess Homebody and Grey Mystery, you probably guessed already. I have no intention of showing up at the Pack Beast workshop. This means, of course, I had no plans to return the gift there either. This was just a warm-up for a little game of cat and mouse. But surely you realize that the kitty phantom thief never cared about stealing a mere trinket, right? No. What I'm really after is your hearts. Just kidding. I have no interest in your hearts. If Princess Homebody can track my path, then by all means try. I'll be waiting at the end, and rest assured, we'll meet face to face this time. P.S. Grey Mystery, where did you get that dew of divine blood? Don't tell me it's a gift from the seamstress. I'll taste it for you. Sincerely, Kitty Phantom Thief. Yeah, she actually wants her heart. How do I get up there? It's this way.
It's about time you do some exercise.
It's about time you do some exercises. Oh. Not that one, but this one.
Does it really work?
Dun, 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 dun.
Here we are.
Over here! Over here! No, not that way! This way!
I like her.
Come on. If I really wanted to hide, you'd never find me. So relax, you two.
Ooh,
No
her
need
model's
to get your hackles
cute.
up. I'm not that scary, am I? Meow.
At last, a character that meows has appeared. Ew, what kind of quirk?
No way. Some people might have been into that a millennium ago, but it's long since gone out of style. Loosen up, buddy. Shall we get down to business?
I love her.
Give me the jewelry piece first.
Is she like an actual cat
Or
girl?
everything's off the table.
Or just a furry? And my dew of divine blood. Oh, the gift is a piece of jewelry?
The materials are nothing to wow at, but the workmanship is superb, as always.
She's like a cat for real, for real?
As ever, even after all this time. And you've put a lot of heart into this one.
I feel like her outfit would give her a wedgie.
mind your own business.
Mind your own
Come
business.
now. Don't be so upset. Relax. Relax. Look, isn't the view here just great? You can see what everyone is doing and where they're going, and they won't even know you're here. Now that we've broken the ice, let's get to the point. Everything I've said so far has been a joke. I'm inviting you two here for 3 things.
Okay.
1. The seamstress found me and wants me to take you to Styxia to look for the Death Titan.
That is true.
2. The Council of Elders also found me and wants me to make sure the core flame of Thanatos ends up in their hands.
Oh. Seamstress, you're that famous? Look at you, having your finger in both pies.
Of course. I may keep a low profile, but I'm still a bona fide demigod.
Bona fide.
And last but not least, I'm telling you that I'm not interested in doing either of those things. Don't go look for the Death Titan. The end.
Some time ago.
Well,
Oh,
this
that's
is
cute.
high quality stuff. And this room is full of it. How much are these worth, hmm?
Shiny.
Did you get all this through that Aranova gimmick?
Some of it is family fortune, while the rest came from my business as a dressmaster. Don't liken the flame chase work to your shady dealings.
Bro, I love Cipher. She's like the energy that Sampo brought
Bella
Bellabog.
on your door instead of going around like a thief. Well, spill. Why are you giving me so much money?
Payment for doing work. You're worth this much.
Did you forget my
We needed like a
stance to all
proper
this?
comedic relief
I
character.
thought I made myself very clear.
Oh no.
You wish to run away. Run away from your responsibilities, from the prophecy, and from your destiny. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change.
No, okay, no, guys. You know what I just realized? Comedic relief characters always have the most tragic backstory and the most tragic ending.
I understand this prophecy weighs on you immensely. That is why I have never approached the demigod of trickery for running away. But I need you right now, so don't turn me down.
You know, maybe the gods got your tongue with their golden threads, Aglaea. I'm not hearing any sincerity in your words. Give me a reason why you're bowing your noble head to me.
We lost Trian.
Oh.
Oh.
The divine power of passages is running out. I need another demigod to escort Castorice and help her fulfill her lifelong wish.
Oh, I get it now. You're sending Castorice to her death. And you want me to die with her.
This is Castorice's own request. I have never seen her so determined.
She brought this up herself? You're not pulling my leg.
She's also made up her mind to leave her confused past behind. As will you, Cipher, when you finally make up your mind.
Don't be so sure. Time is hard in the likes of you and I. But Castorice remains pure as driven snow. She can always turn back before the end, you know? Maybe she'll remember Trian's sacrifice. Maybe she'll remember the countless martyred Chrysos heirs. Maybe she'll remember you, with your one foot in the grave. I ain't as as optimistic as you about what she'll want to do. Tell you what. Why don't I take this room of treasures as a security deposit, and we make a bet?
Go on.
I bet she'll change her mind and turn back. Now, if I lose, I'll do what you want me to do. Return this deposit to you, plus giving you another room full of treasures. How does that sound?
You sound like you have all the confidence in the world. In that case, let's make a pact with those conditions. I hope you're prepared to lose it all.
In conclusion, I want to win. So I hope you two can give up on going to Styxia. I'll give all the treasures in that room to you. And you can split it between yourselves.
What good are
however
treasures
you
if we're
want.
all going to die?
What do you think? Tempting, right?
I'm almost dead. What use do I have for money? The currency I used isn't the same one in Amphorius.
Oh, please. Dear great mystery, I'm not giving you broken seashells people use in the markets millennia ago.
I love her voice.
I'm giving you gold. Pure, solid gold. It's a hard currency. You know what that means, right?
No.
It's not about the value of the reward. If we don't find the Death Titan, her soul will...
Oh?
Oh?
I can't go into the details, but we have to go to Styxia.
I really don't get how. Princess, homebuddy, you keep talking about needing to find Thanatos, about getting rid of your curse, and you don't care about anything else. But did you ever live for your own pleasure? Even for just one day?
Not everyone's
What are you
afforded that
trying to
luxury.
say?
I'm saying, contrary to your beliefs, Aglaea didn't take you in just so you can die for her Aranova.
The flame chase journey walks hand in hand with sacrifices. Isn't that why you're always running away from Lady Aglaea?
Ooh, shots fired.
Fine. Never mind. We all have our own problems. I ain't gonna say anything anymore. It's not like I was gonna honor that bet anyway. But listen to me. Styxia is no tourist destination. Sure, the treasures buried in there are 10, no, 50 times richer than Aglaea's vault. Yet, I've never been there. And I never plan to. Because even a demigod can't be sure they can walk out of that place alive. And now I'm supposed to escort you to Styxia. Sure. Pay up.
I'll give you however much you want. Aglaea's already paid for me. Is ripping people off the authority of Zagreus' demigod?
You know, you're not wrong. At least it's part of my responsibilities.
At least she admits it.
I don't like this. However, I have lived a longer life than most people. Though I'm not as good at doing business as Lady Aglaea, I still have some savings.
All
I
of
can
them?
give them all to you.
Aw, Cassie.
Then how are you going to live the rest of your life?
It's okay.
Then I'll give
Aglaea
you
will
90.
be our sugar mommy.
No, 80%.
Well, don't mind if I do. 80% of Castorice's savings and a bottle of dew of divine blood.
Excuse
Not a
me.
bad
That's mine. Don't forget to give Castorice's jewelry back. I'll show you who's boss once I've recovered with full HP.
Okay. I didn't know you hold grudges. Gray mystery. Here! catch.
Be careful with that.
Oh, pretty. You know what this is
Minor
looking
change in
like?
plans,
Merch.
though.
Hoyo's gonna
Don't
release
go to
this
the
ring
baths
as
tomorrow.
merch one day.
Come look for
Mark
me
my
at
words.
Akama's city gates instead.
They're gonna pull the
Why are
Alicia
you changing the meeting place?
and make wedding rings.
Oh, nothing really. Just a bit scared of the seamstress's frosty face. I wouldn't stay a second longer in Akama if it were up to me. Well, now that we've struck a deal, why don't I give you guys a lift back? It's gonna be a long ride. So have a good rest.
A long ride. Next day, Akama. Where am I? Is this my room? How did I get back here? This is a coin? It was Cipher? And she even tucked me in? Aw. Never mind, it's getting late. I'd better get going. Gray mystery. These formal addresses at the start of the letter are such a hassle, and you've already read 3 useless Phantom Thief letters. I've left Princess Homebody's gift here. Take good care of it. Remember, skip the baths, come straight to Akama City Gate to find me. You know I have no patience. Come late and I'll leave without you. Clear? P.S. Yes, I'm the one who tucked you in. You're welcome. Sincerely, Kitty Phantom Thief. I love Cipher. Holy bro. Dude, Cipher's so fun. Oh, we got our do a Divine Blood back. All right. What percentage am I at right now in the story, guys? Dun, 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 dun. 60 to 70? 50? You guys are giving me vastly different responses. You still have 2 hours left minimum. All right. So we will end it here for this part, and we will finish the story on Tuesday. I think is a good spot. So thank you so much, YouTube. Let me know what you guys think of the story thus far, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye, YouTube.